And joining me now is Corey, who is embarking on a virtual bike ride for food banks locally. Welcome, Corey.
Hi, Gab. Thank you for having me today.
All right, so anyone who knows you knows that you're an avid cyclist, but let's talk a little bit about the background and why you decided to do this virtual bike ride.
Well, the reason I decided to do it is that obviously with the way the world is today and, social distancing and having to be away from everyone, um, through seeing different people and different cyclists doing their part online, I thought it would be a great idea to try and give back to the food banks. There's a cyclist up in Ottawa who did the same thing. He did it over a 24-hour period, and I thought that would be just amazing. And then after reading an article in the Seaway News about how the Rotary Club had given to the two food banks in Cornwall, there was kind of a light bulb moment there where I thought, okay, well, here's a way that I can give back. Like I was at home for 4 weeks and trying to do my best to help out and be positive and do what I can from afar. So long story short, after reading the article about the Rotary Club and then seeing this gentleman in Ottawa doing it for the local food bank, I thought I'll try and do my own thing down here in Cornwall, raise some money, get some people excited, ride with friends online, and just people helping people. That's it.
All right, so talk to me a little bit more about how it works.
Well, how it works in regards to the virtual part of it.
The virtual part of it and how people can donate.
Well, how the virtual part of it works is there's an application called Zwift that a lot of cyclists all around the world use, and you can jump on and you can do a workout or ride the pass at time or whatever you want to do. So that's the application part, and how you can donate is through Canada Helps. If you go to the Rotary page on Facebook, there's my link there. There's also my link on my own personal Facebook page. You can donate through there online, and that's it.
All right, and at the very beginning, I alluded to the fact that that you're very much an avid cyclist. So let's talk a little bit about your background and how you got interested in cycling in the first place.
Well, I got interested in cycling. It was I want to say it was kind of by accident. Like I bought a bike and lost a little weight, and I used to be quite heavy. I was 75 pounds heavier than I am now, and kind of cycle a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more, and change it a little bit more, and then started helping people. Like yourself, I've done some other work in the community for other charities, and it's just a good way to combine two things that I like to do: helping out and riding my bike.
All right, and since you mentioned it, I'm not going to let you off the hook that easy. Let's talk a little bit about some of your past fundraisers that you've done as well, because I know you've done a lot, and you definitely deserve kudos for that.
There's no getting around that with you, eh? Well, the past charities that I've done is for Big Brothers Big Sisters, where I've ridden my bike from Kingston to Cornwall, so 200 kilometers in one trip to raise money to help the families within the organization.
Yeah, that's excellent, and we know it means a lot to those organizations, just as it's going to mean a lot to the food banks that are going to receive the funds from this initiative. And one of the great news, Corey, is that I believe you've already hit your original goal. So anything over this is really going to help. So talk to me about that and how excited you were when you saw that.
Well, I initially, with my goal, my wife and I, Vicky, we had set it at like $500 and figured $250 would be pretty good, and we hit that in like the first day. So we're like, well, okay, let's sort of boost it up a little bit more, and then we got there by Tuesday. We were pretty much at the $1,000 that we had set, and we contemplated raising it up a little bit more, but considering the time, like $1,000 is quite a bit of money to give to the food banks, and like we're both extremely excited with the community and how they've helped us out in reaching this goal. And we still invite people to, if they have the means to give a little bit, that's cool, and I keep promoting it amongst my cycling friends that it's not necessarily about the money too. Like if you want to show up on Zwift and ride with me, that's cool too. Like, all the support, any support, it's all good.
And that happens Sunday, I believe.
Correct. Sunday from 1 to 5. So I'm going to be riding my bike in my basement by myself, virtually away from everyone. And I'm going to be riding for 4 hours straight. And yeah, that's it.
Excellent. Well, on that note, Corey, thank you so much for joining me, but also thank you for taking this on and turning something that, again, like this COVID-19 crisis into an example of how we can take care of each other. So thank you for all of that.
Perfect. And thank you for your time, and thank you for what you do for the community too.